start the podcast like this? Think we start the podcast like this? This is how we start in season 2. Season 2, we're here.
We are back.
We changed the name.
Did we?
We did.
What did we change it to?
The Rando Convo.
We dropped the reel?
No, we dropped the podcast.
Oh, we did.
Because, man, this is more than just a podcast. This is an experience. Y'all, this is an experience, y'all.
Okay.
This is an experience.
We definitely dropped the reel a while ago.
Yo, welcome to the Rando Convo podcast. This your boy, Nick Thomas.
You already know the vibes. This your boy, Ngannou.
Yo, it's like we never left. Back like we never left.
We definitely left.
Back by semi-popular demand.
Hey,
you know?
Anyone who hit me up talking about like where the podcast is.
I've had some. I've had some. You know what I'm saying?
People care.
I had some friends who I hadn't talked to in like 5 years. Like, yo, where's your podcast? Like, nigga, I didn't even know you listened to this shit. Damn.
Bro, there 1,000 people, whatever views we was getting, they were apparently real people.
Yeah, man. So just some housekeeping, just to get some shit out the way. First and foremost, we will still be on SoundCloud, of course, but we would appreciate it if anybody listening can please listen to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, and on YouTube. That really helps the channel a lot. So please listen on those platforms. If you still want to get on SoundCloud, it'll still be there. But just drop a like or drop something on those other platforms.
Comments
we appreciate it.
You feel me?
We love it.
Except for those like bot comments that'd be like, where you at late night? What you trying to do? Those I love.
We appreciate it. It might increase the budget of the shit we can do. Because as you can see right now, we're in space right now.
All right.
How are we here?
Nick, I don't want to So we upgraded to space. All right. So I guess we did.
All right. So I guess we're gonna do our rando thoughts.
You doing it first? You first? I feel like the order was usually me. You trying to switch it up?
No, I was saying we're gonna do rando thoughts first.
Oh,
so I was gonna pass it to you. Go ahead.
What a miss! All right.
This nigga watching soccer over here.
Under
it's all
21
good.
Championships.
It's all good. I'm about to be watching the Clippers game, so it's all good.
Are you trying to shame me into letting you watch that?
Well, nigga, I have a phone too. What the fuck? We're just gonna have 2 games going on. But nigga, what's your rando thought for the week?
Bro, this is going well. The rando, all right. I'm gonna part 3 this motherfucker. We gonna break this bitch up.
Fair enough.
So, part 1 of said rando thought of welcome back to season 2. Well, I guess welcome back and welcome to season 2. We made it. A lot of people didn't think we was coming back. Appreciate y'all coming back. Whew. All right, so part 1. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Chelsea champions of Europe. Did anyone notice that? Oh, yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Just want to put best team in Europe. Convince me otherwise. Please and thank you. All right. Fuck Arsenal. All right. Now that I've done that. Whew. Now, Arsenal fans are the worst on Twitter. Are reading that shit? I'm like, fuck Arsenal fans. Where are we? Part 2. Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper alive. Let's go with this. Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper, period. Lil Wayne is my go-to rap. Good luck with, trying to dissuade me otherwise. Just want to throw that out there. I feel like if I don't give his flowers before he died, people will say I did it too late or whatever. But Lil Wayne, GOAT. And number 3, don't let anyone out-hustle you. Because hustle isn't something you go work out in the gym, you go read a book about. Don't let anyone out-hustle you. That is just you. That's just my advice. And that's my random thoughts of the first episode of season 2, baby. Let's get it.
All right. My rando thought is a rando question. Yeah, we switching it up.
All right,
we're switching it up, at least for today.
This has changed.
My rando question is, would you get nauseous in 0 gravity?
God damn it. I'm genuinely curious. What were you going to say before this?
Nothing. I didn't have anything. I was like, that's a good one.
That's coming up. All right,
that's a good one.
I'm random.
So, because if you're in 0 gravity, right, you're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel like...
Well, all right. So, motion sickness, I don't think is defined by gravity as much as it's however you feel whenever a certain emotion hits you.
Right.
But I feel like
but usually the motion is like a falling feeling a lot of times, or a shaky feeling, right?
I used to get car sickness, which I guess is a form of motion sickness, and it used to just be sitting on the side of the car. So like,
but you're going forward, right?
Yeah, genuinely the forward sensation, I guess, would entail to that.
Right.
So I mean, I think it depends on the person and however the motion's going, but obviously, I don't think anyone listening to this has been in space, but like if you're in space,
nigga, you don't know that. Nigga,
the chances.
Nigga, you don't know that.
The chances, Dick.
Nigga, you don't know. Like we could very well be playing in space right now. Like somebody could be listening to our podcast.
If you can give me those odds, I will give you a plausible answer. But until then, I don't think anyone.
2-1. 2-1.
I don't think anyone can tell me what it's like to be in space per se, or at least maybe the space simulators lying around. They know what they go on about. But
hey man, if they playing us on SpaceX, bro, we made it.
No cap, we did.
We made it. If Elon Musk is like, yo, listen to the Rando Convo. Like,
oh God, you all can't tell me shit after that. I'm gonna be real with you.
That nigga crazy, but if he shouts us out,
oh
then
my gosh,
my opinion's gonna change about that.
Elon Musk has done so much good and so much bad at the same time. It's crazy.
What bad has he done?
Have you seen what he's done to Bitcoin?
Oh yeah, okay. That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
You're definitely.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
you're definitely spot on, bro. You fucked up a lot of people, but hey, rest the Wild West in this crypto game. No cap.
Honestly, the one moment I'll never forget was when him and Grimes showed up at the fucking what was that I forgot what it was, but that little ceremony, Joe, and it's like that was the first time I ever seen him like wifed up with somebody. I was like.
That was funny to you.
I was like, this is it. This is like it. I never seen this. I didn't know this nigga had like.
Man, it's kind of like a family man now, actually.
Family man.
He's got a kid.
I guess so.
He's got a whole little family thing going on.
I guess so. She kind of crazy.
Hey, bro,
but I like her music.
I don't pay no mind to her if I'm being honest. So.
Shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all listening, shouts out to y'all.
All right, come on. Man.
Oh man, so it's been a while. It's been about not a year. But it's been a good, like, probably 8-9 months.
When did the first episode drop? I'm thinking August, right? July?
Yeah, the first episode dropped around August. The last time it was like right before elections. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to talk about no election bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot since then.
So pretty much went from August to November.
Right.
So it's coming on a year.
So what's been going on, bro? Like
fucking hell, man. I mean, obviously COVID.
Obviously, yeah. It seems like at least we've turned the corner on COVID. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking we as in America, we as the East Coast, DC metropolitan area. Who is we?
It's a good question. I think America in general has turned the corner. Mm-hmm. I think the DMV has definitely turned the corner. Because the DMV was one of those states, or one of those areas, territories. I think Maryland, of course, but Virginia as well, Upper Virginia as well.
Where Northern Virginia, you already
know what I'm saying? I think Delaware is technically a part of it too. I think. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Of the DMV?
I think so. No, it's not.
DC, Maryland, Virginia, bro.
I think Delaware might sneak in there.
No. We don't claim Delaware in any way.
I feel like they claim us.
They're closer to the fucking...
Yo, all our Delaware... Yo, any Delaware listeners, are you part of the DMV? Comment below.
No, what?
Yo, stop throwing them shade, man.
I'm not shading. You brought them up. I was not talking about no Delaware.
And see, that's the problem. Nobody talks about Delaware.
Because they're not a part of us. I can't claim. All right.
But, like, this area has taken COVID pretty seriously.
Nah, I like to think, for the most part, it's trying to stay on top of things. It wasn't like, Florida. It's most definitely some areas better than others, but for the most part, it's been like, stay your ass inside, wear a mask. Social distance. We've tried our hardest to keep those.
Today I actually had an interesting experience because I went to the grocery store, and I was in the grocery store. You know, I put my mask on, typical. You know what I'm saying? Word. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, no mask, no mask, no mask, no mask. Wait, what's going on here? I was like, what is going on here? And I was just like, just took my mask off.
I'm not doing it.
I was like, why am I protecting all these people who are not wearing masks?
They're not protecting
that. I was like, oh, fuck that.
No, the mask.
I'm vaccinated. I'm good. Fuck.
When did that mask come out? Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, but I didn't really see many stores implement it before today. Today was the first day I seen it.
From the day that announcement dropped, I seen a lot less masks. They was just waiting for permission, which kind of has me thinking sideways because it's like, dang, if they didn't give us permission, we were ever gonna take off these masks.
Right. That's true.
It's real cheapest. But
I mean, it's cheapest, and it's also just...
This is what we're supposed to do,
I feel like now we're also turning the corner on, like, you know, like Fauci and stuff like that. Like, niggas were thinking that man was God for a long time.
The amount... I hate how it's kind of swung, because I feel like the amount of attention people were giving before... I get it because we're in a pandemic and he was technically like the face, the voice. People were like living on his every word. I was like, don't do all that, please don't. You don't know this.
I think we even said on the podcast we probably shouldn't hang on this everywhere. I feel like we said that on the podcast before. I
felt that way the whole time simply because you weren't listening to him before there was a pandemic. Now there's a pandemic and he's Jesus. Like,
I put it like I trusted him 75 out of 100. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an infectious disease expert. I get it. I'm at 50-50 now because
what, the emails?
It's the emails and also his response to the emails. It's more the response to me. I think the emails in and of themselves aren't that bad. It's the fact that like the emails clearly like say that, all right, you were saying masks weren't that important to people. And there's like a trail that you had contact with that Wuhan lab. And it's like, niggas didn't know that before.
This is my situation, right? Yeah, like you said, Dr. Pachi, this is a leading person, pretty much facing the corona pandemic for America.
Right.
My man still works for the government at the end of the day. So, like, before he goes and says anything, the government is proof checking, fact checking, all that. Like, this is what you can't say, this is what you can't say. So, I can only trust a puppet as much as you can trust the puppet master. And I don't trust the U.S. government like that. So,
that's true.
Yeah, that's how I took it. And now the emails are coming out and they're showing my man's didn't really give a fuck the whole time. Not surprised, if I'm being honest. My man is in the medical field. My man knew everything before we knew it. Like, everything before we knew it. So he was probably like, yeah, the people who are dying, it's going to be like this percentage. And everyone was like, that's a pretty low percentage. And he was like, yeah, we're just going to paint it up as a big deal. Wear masks all day.
Now, where I have a problem, though, is people acting like, oh, because he was, you know, a figurehead, like you're saying, like, of the government, that all this shit was, like, fake. And it's like, no.
People died. Please stop pretending like people didn't die.
Let's not try to, use him as the reason why, all this shit's fake. People died. The shit's real. It was a real thing. Hopefully we've turned a corner. The world hasn't turned a corner.
No, not necessarily.
And that's the problem. That's to me the issue. People are kind of like acting like this shit's just over completely.
I think we are on we haven't turned the corner itself, but we're definitely in the right direction, if that makes sense. I think we are. It's going to take a setback at this point, in my opinion, to stop us from reaching where we're trying to reach, which isn't impossible. We're definitely going to have another. I mean, South America is still going through it. But for the most part, I generally think, like, the attitude around the world is COVID is looking, it's closer to the rear view mirror than it is the front view mirror.
Except India.
Yeah.
India is.
I'll tell you this.
I haven't looked at the numbers for this week. But for the past month, it's been crazy.
India was always,
and they have the vaccine.
Yeah, India was always going to be a problem though, simply because how many people China
a lot of people
had to hide their numbers. Let's be real. We all know their numbers when what they're showing. India is probably one of the few places compete with China in terms of just population density. Like, they are close together. Right. So social distancing for them, I don't think it's that easy of it. Like, I guess you could try, but it's going to be difficult.
They also have a lot of traditional things where they have a lot of people. They have a lot of people gathering in places. Not that we don't.
Yeah.
But it's
it's abide by the rules to live your current life. You had the choice. I think people made their choices.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on whether it is a lab-made disease or from a bat?
Personally, don't give a fuck. But if I had to put my money on it, it's a lab.
All right. I'm saying.
Disease is out. They've already done the hard part. They got us. Just call it what it is. They got us.
I'm just why couldn't y'all just said that? And it's that was the one thing Trump said that everyone was no, that's wrong. Trump kind of said that, and everybody was like, that's wrong. Don't say that. That's being Trump. Racist. It's
we are talking about Trump. My man, yeah, he's a dick. Yeah, he probably is racist. Not to everybody, but he's got he's probably sexist too.
Probably not racist to white people.
He did not. I feel like he did not fuck with people who were not on his level mentally, or at least how you felt. We're gonna leave that where it is. My man did not do a lot of. He was very transparent on how he felt on a lot of things, and I truly felt like the hate he was getting just because motherfuckers didn't agree with him, which is fair. But my man really came at us with himself.
It was like the boy who cried wolf.
It was just trying to
because he says all this bullshit, and then he just sprinkles in a little bit of truth. No, it's from a lab. And it's no, nigga, no, you're racist. You're racist. China virus. You know what I'm saying? All that.
My man definitely called it the kung flu, and I'm not gonna hold you.
That was kind of funny.
Comedians everywhere were like, damn it, he beat us to it. But two, I mean, you can't not be called a racist after calling it that. I'm sorry. That is just the truth.
That's what I'm saying. It's the boy who cried wolf, bruh. It's like he was the wrong messenger for that. Like Fauci needed to be the one to say that. If Fauci was saying that it was probably in a lab, niggas would have believed it. But he was the main one. Like, no, don't even think about saying that. Basically, and it's like now we come to find out that we might have been given like China money to make these sort of things. You know, it's like. Damn. So it's like, it's almost like they were covering their tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Came with his own truth and people chose not to accept it. But whatever happened afterward was just decisions made. Trump definitely said some things that were true, though.
That's the duality of a man.
Trump is a dick. You can choose to like him. You can choose not to like him. Afterwards, his words are only going to mean so much to you.
Neither one of us like him, but I think we both understand that
man was spitting that.
He would sometimes like sprinkle the truth in there.
I don't got a real reason to hate him. He's never done anything wrong to me per se. He's just not the type of guy.
Shit, he gave me money.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
he gave me money.
He gave me more money. But
my tax return is looking good under him. You know, it's like I think everything was just fine until 2020. 2020 was that, but.
I don't think he should ever became president, but I like to think everything happens for a reason, and the country itself is gonna grow from this. So
I don't know if we're gonna grow. I don't know. I think growth is the wrong word.
Really? You don't think we can?
I think it's gonna grow like how a fungus grows. Like it's like fine, yeah, it's gonna grow, but it's not like the growth you want. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean fungus growth is still growth. No.
It's growth, but it's like not fungus, like a parasitical growth.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fungus is a parasite, right?
I guess so.
But I'm saying like it's like a parasitical growth.
Ooh,
it's like
do we have that option?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think that we're growing apart from each other.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I feel like
society?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like think like and for example, like with the election shit, like not to get too deep into it, it's like a side loss and niggas are talking about they didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? It's like that is never happened.
No, it's definitely
that is some new shit.
That is some new shit.
That's like LeBron getting blown out.
And then appearing
and then being like, yo, can we contest it? Can we challenge the game? It's like, no, y'all lost. Try again next year.
With all the noise I'm hearing of election fraud and yada, 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 I'm not really seeing too much action besides them changing voting rules. Well,
they're doing audits in like Arizona and stuff like that. Which is like, to me, it's not like, oh, it's going to change the election. It's like, y'all are spending money and dedicating time for a lost cause.
They kind of did start building a wall and never finished it. So like,
well, the wall's still getting built. You know what?
We're not finished. We're finishing it.
Well, what Joe Biden said he's going to do is he's going to patch up the holes in the wall using the same funds that were used to build the wall. So we're essentially building the wall.
I don't believe a damn thing. I believe that thing's going to get blown over sooner than later, and we're going to try to pretend like it never happened.
The wall thing was always stupid to me, bro, because we already have a wall. that was the stupidest part of the whole thing. We already have a wall.
It's not like there wasn't a border or anything.
We have the best border in the world. Like, unequivocally, we have the best border in the world.
Tell that to people who think immigrants are getting in too easy.
Well, the wall was always a symbol. It wasn't ever a practical thing. You build a higher wall, niggas get higher ladders. That's true. They build bigger holes. Like that's how it's gonna be.
I also started a timer so we didn't go over an hour. I didn't do that.
Oh, we got a timer right there.
I don't trust your timer.
You don't trust our timer, Nick?
I wanted my timer.
Well, fuck your timer. Well, man, yeah. I mean, we got the serious stuff out of the way.
I guess that was the serious stuff, huh?
Man, I want to talk about.
Shit, what else?
You know what? Oh, we got to bring it back an old favorite.
Go ahead.
Top five. That was
not part of the plans.
Nigga, we didn't have no plan. we didn't have no. That's the Rando Convo podcast, nigga. You forgot what podcast we on?
With no plans means this definitely was not part of the plans.
You forgot what podcast we on, nigga?
I wasn't expecting top five. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh man.
All right, you going first. This is your idea.
And so how we change it up is we're both gonna answer the question.
Oh God. All right, go ahead. You still starting it.
Top 5 in the UFC right now. Doesn't matter weight class.
Pound for pound?
Pound for pound.
Fucking hell, bro. All right. Well.
And honestly, no order.
No order?
No order.
Oh, thank God. That makes life so much easier.
No order.
Usman. Whew, that's a dog. Gotta put I don't know why his name escaped.
Kobe.
Who?
Kobe.
Kobe.
Covens.
All right, that really confused me. I'm not gonna hold you. Why am I? Damn, dude just won the heavyweight title.
Right.
Ngannou, thank you. Francis Ngannou.
Oh, France. I'm sorry. That's a Frank.
That's a dog as well. If you're Adesanya, that was easy for me.
You got the African Trinity.
I've been talking about these niggas, bro. You got that was so easy for me. But all right, we gotta throw in. I don't want to make these too bland.
It's weird not to say Khabib. You know.
He's retired.
I know it's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird because he'd be number one hands down, but it's like, damn, he's not even.
Sugar O'Malley.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ahead of his time.
Ooh, that's a good one. He had that comeback.
Yeah, that leg injury was a little gruesome. Or not gruesome, but gruesome to his career, if you will. It got in the way. He lost his first L, but I think he bounced back pretty well. We'll see where he goes. But O'Malley.
He still. The funny thing about that nigga, he still doesn't like. He doesn't consider
it.
that as a loss. Like, bro, you lost, bro.
I'm with it. I'm with this shit, bro. It's only an L.
I get it mentally. You didn't lose, but it's like, nigga, you lost though. Like,
it's on his record. It's not in his heart.
Like, niggas have gotten hurt and tried to play through it and lost. Like, that's how
he doesn't believe he lost, and I'll fuck with it all the way. And
like the Lakers lost, even though we lost.
Look, different type of sports, man. Team sports and the individual performance, different areas. But
fair enough. All right, so what's your number 5?
I got a pin at 5. We gotta throw in the Lioness, bro. I don't know how I couldn't. Gotta throw in the Lioness. No questions asked.
Got you. All right, that's fair enough.
The fact that I almost let her off actually got crazy, but yeah, that's top.
She's so dominant.
Yeah, I mean, you forget.
Like,
that
honestly, pound for pound, she might be number 1
on everything.
Like, pound for pound, she might be number 1.
I be forgetting she actually fights. She just be beating bitches.
What she did to that Australian girl, bro.
You hit me up about, do you think she has a chance? On God, I didn't respond because I didn't think your response was necessary.
Here's the thing: it was like the little promo John got me.
Oh, no, she was just
they did a good promo, bro. But as soon as she got hit in the face that one time, it was over. She looked like, I have never, like, deer in headlights is the best way to describe that shit.
Has never really seen anyone of her level yet, and until we can find another chick that is Amanda Nunes talented, it's not gonna change. She's destroyed everyone. Legends. Everyone has been waxed. Imagine. She's just like Cyborg. You can probably consider what, like, probably top 5 of all time. I mean, if we're talking,
maybe probably higher, right?
It's top 5 at least.
At least, and I'd probably say top 3. And she destroyed her. Like, she destroyed. Yeah. It wasn't even fair. Now, I think that was Cyborg's fault. I think Cyborg just attacked that whole situation wrong.
Come here now. Cyborg, to that fight, had been stronger than everyone else she had fought. There hadn't been a chick that had enough power as Cyborg, in my opinion.
Right. But Cyborg literally fought Amanda's fight instead of Cyborg's fight, to me. Because I've seen Cyborg with a good ground game. I've seen that. That's true. Like, why are you going blow for blow with Amanda Nunes?
When you think you are stronger than someone, it don't matter if the ground it don't matter if the fight on the ground, standing up. You feel you are stronger. The minute she realized she wasn't stronger, it changed the whole game. It didn't matter if she went to the ground. She realized she needed
that Jan Blazkowicz strategy. That's what she needed to do. That was the smartest. That was the smartest strategy I have ever seen. Like,
that is a different fight though. Even if they went to the ground, Amanda is still stronger than Cyborg. She gonna have to hold that chick to the death.
Amanda she has I feel like that's the weakest part of her game, which is still good. I think it's the weakest part. I think Cyborg's better on the ground than Amanda.
I think she's better. To see it, but I'm telling you,
and that's the shame. She tried to go blow for blow with the best blow for blow fighter in the UFC.
I respect her mindset coming in because she was like, "This bitch not stronger than me. No way she's stronger than me." She took a couple punches. She was like, "I think I still do it." And then
I think those couple punches. I think she kind of knew it.
She kept swinging. Even when she got rocked, she kept swinging.
She did. I think she knew at that point. Once you feel that power, you know you're done.
It's not like a miscommunication or anything. Your body will tell you that bitch.
That Aussie girl, as soon as Amanda hit her that one time, you saw her face change. It was just that was.
All right, what's your top 5, Nick?
My top 5. All right. So we agree on Usman. We agree on Francis.
Here.
This is tough, but I can't put Izzy in the top 5.
Go ahead, do what you need to do.
Because I'm replacing him with somebody.
Go ahead.
Because I, in my heart of hearts, believe that he's better. I believe Leon Edwards. I believe.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Leon Edwards. He's the only one I can say is at 5 on my list. Okay. I'm not ranking him per se, but it's like he would be the worst of all these people.
I think he's better than Izzy. Okay.
Just do, man.
No, he got me. I definitely.
And Izzy's coming off a loss, so it's like, I got to see what he does.
No, if you want to wait for the rebound, do what you got to do. I'm just saying, Izzy lost of his own fruition.
He does.
That's my.
But it's a loss nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? It's a loss nonetheless. You can't like. I just felt that. Why are you going for the double championship? Why?
I didn't mind that. I minded how he did it.
DC said it best. Like, there are only like 3 of us to ever do it, and we all kind of lean into both weight classes. You don't. And that was his real point I could hear. That was a real point. You are not a light heavyweight.
Not even, I mean,
and it showed me you stand no chance against Jon Jones. Absolutely no shot.
Not at heavyweight, Jon Jones.
Not at any weight, Jon Jones.
Let me say this. I don't think he took the double champion thing as seriously as he should have. Because like he said, it's only 3 of these motherfuckers. You can't come in this bitch trying to, you feel me, lollygag your way into it. Like, I think he could have beat Jan in a real fight. In a genuine, if he would have taken more seriously, put a little more weight on, actually understood, like, Jan gonna take you to the ground. And when he was on the ground, the fight was over, like, done. So, like, I generally feel like, damn, if he beating himself.
And Jan was so smart because he didn't take the fight to the ground till, like, the 3rd round. He let Izzy basically win the first 2 rounds and then just took him to the ground the rest of the time. It was so smart. So smart.
He didn't waste any energy. It was a masterclass in just
absolutely
taking an opponent's overconfidence, using it against them. But
I got Usman, I got Francis, I have Leon, I have the Lioness, and then number 5. This is tougher. Number 5 would probably be.
Come on, don't think too hard.
Oh man, I have to. No, I'm not throwing back in. No, cause I know I have in mind. I just don't know if I want to say them.
Say it.
Jon Jones. Okay. It's because I mean, he's.
The last time you seen him fight again?
Year and a half.
Okay.
But we all know what would happen when he's in the octagon.
Hey, bro, until he steps into that heavyweight, I don't know what I'm gonna see. I'm expecting a good fight, but you put him against Francis, I'm picking Francis.
That's a toss-up.
I'm picking Francis.
That's a toss-up. Francis just looks super scary.
Francis is some shit we might have never
My thing
seen
is,
before.
Motivated Francis is the scariest fighter to ever live.
Sure.
But we've seen him when he's not motivated. We've seen it. And it's like he can lax on his morals and lose. That's what's happened in the past. He lost 2 straight fights in a row, right?
My man is getting better with every fight. I mean, every fight. He's learning as a fighter. Man, he started MMA till what? He was like 26, 27? I mean, he genuinely is still learning. Let this man get a couple title defenses and understand what it means to go 5 rounds over and over and over. It's trouble, bro. It's a lot of trouble coming. But that's my 2 cents.
I think that's a fair point. I just think Jon Jones is... I think you're kind of underrating Jon Jones.
Really?
Is
Jon Jones getting better still?
No.
Okay.
But I think his high is so high that the fall off is, I think he still might put him above. I think I might still put him above Francis.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think Francis could be a prime Jon Jones. If he was training at heavyweight, prime Jon Jones, no, he's not beating Francis. I'm sorry, Francis not beating him.
We can't change the timing of it. Jones is on the back.
How much older is Jones than Francis? Maybe a year. Maybe a year.
Let's talk MMA career. How long has Jon Jones actually been fighting?
A lot longer than Francis.
A while. This man, it's going.
But Father Time doesn't care about all that.
Look,
Father Time don't care about when you entered. It's just
wear and tear is a real thing. My man has been fighting twice as long as Francis Ngannou.
But I don't see wear and tear with Jon Jones. I see disinterest in the fights he's in, which he still wins. I don't see Jon Jones doesn't have it. I don't ever see that in a fight.
I haven't seen him fight in a year. He's going to a new weight class. I gotta see it until I see him out there at heavyweight, where, like I said, the max is 265. I don't know what Jon Jones is gonna come in as. Maybe it could be 250, 240, whatever.
I think like 240.
Francis
240 safe.
is going. It's just his element. I'm expecting Francis to do what he do, but Jon Jones is going to be a quick heavyweight. I want to see it. I want to see how that plays out too.
I honestly don't want to see him fight Francis first. I honestly would love to see him fight Stipe first.
I think he should get his feet wet in the heavyweight.
Because Stipe deserves a chance to get back in the championship
He does.
scene.
No,
I don't think he deserves the level of beating he got. I don't think you deserve a rematch right away. But I do think a spot against Jon Jones to determine who fights Francis, I think that's fair for everybody.
I believe because of what Stipe did in the heavyweight division, he does deserve a title shot right away, even though he didn't perform too well in the last fight.
Like right away? I don't even think he would want to go right away.
He said, I wanted Ngannou next. He deserves it. I don't think he should, but he definitely deserves it. Nah, he's got the resume for it. But
he does.
Yeah.
Was he 3-time champion or 2-time? I think 2-time.
It might be 2. I don't know. You don't have to Google it. Either way.
And he has long streaks for both his reigns.
Great defense runs, both.
He's one of the best. He might be the best heavyweight of all time. It's debatable.
No, he's definitely.
It's definitely debatable. It sucks that Francis just destroyed him like that because it kind of clouded his. It kind of clouded it.
Francis is, bro. People don't do that to Stipe. No one does that to Stipe.
Francis didn't do that to Stipe the first time.
Not the first. That just shows the growth, though.
No, absolutely. Francis is a different fighter than he was 3 years ago. Absolutely.
So does that conclude your top 5?
Absolutely.
All right. Interesting top 5.
Do you have a top 5?
I gotta come up with one. All right. Off the his op, you feel me? We're just trying to make this up as we're talking. But top
Rando
5.
Convo.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I like to have a little insight, but I guess this is what I wanted. Top 5. How we feeling? What's today? Sunday? Top 5.
No, it's Tuesday.
Thanks. I don't know what's the current thing. Ooh, top 5 soccer players. Any era.
Any era?
Any era.
All right, Messi, Ronaldo.
Okay.
Pele.
Who?
Maradona.
Okay.
And this is just me, Ibra. I love that man. I love that man, bro. I love that man. That's my top 5.
That is a respectable top 5. All right. I like the Ibra one. That was a smooth throw in. All right, cool. Here we go.
He might be number 1 for me. I love that man.
That's sweaty. All right, Didier Drogba. Chelsea great, if you didn't know. Eden Hazard. Another Chelsea great. Just throwing that in there. He might come back. Just throwing that out there. Kylian Mbappe. Next up. Whew. This is going to be ugly. Someone's not going to like what I do here. Eric Holland. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Do you say Messi?
Nope.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Not at all. The talent's there. Messi might actually be the greatest to ever touch a soccer ball. But
it's possible.
If I put my top 5, you just heard it.
Okay, that's a good top 5.
I
wasn't expecting Kevin.
I
wasn't expecting Kevin, but
Kevin.
Holland?
I said Eric Holland.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking different sport.
Good, bro.
I
thought you said Kevin De Bruyne. I did not say him.
Oh, no. He's good, though.
He is not. They haven't got it. He didn't have it in that UCL championship game, but we're going to leave that alone.
But I guess we'll get to know what we've been watching, right? Because
that's next up, huh?
I will just be open with our fans, with you.
Go ahead.
So I used to make fun of this man for tuning out real life and only focusing on cartoons and anime.
Disrespect.
And I have to say, for the past, since we've, went our hiatus and everything, I actually have been watching more anime than not. Gotten caught up on a lot of different animes.
You don't say.
And one anime that I have taken a loving to, that I probably should have years ago, is Hunter x Hunter. Now, I don't know how many of our fans have watched Hunter x Hunter.
The spoiler joint? Is that about to go on?
I'm not about to spoil it.
I'm about to say.
I'm not about to spoil it.
Don't do that to the streets.
All I will say about Hunter x Hunter is make it past the first 5 episodes.
That's all you think it takes?
I think that's all it takes.
Some people get past like 20 and still not fuck with it.
No, because I think that first arc is really good after you get past the initial meet everybody shit.
Got you.
I think after those first 5 episodes, once they're on like the
It's a challenge, I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, once they're on the blimp.
There it is.
I think once they're on the blimp, that's when the show really takes off.
Okay.
So I highly, highly recommend Hunter x Hunter. It's the quickest 148 episode anime ever. I got to that shit.
No, you might be right about that.
I got to that shit so fast. And once you get to the Chimera Ant arc, whoo,
that is an arc.
you will be shocked at what is the most entertaining parts of that arc. You'll be shocked. I won't spoil it.
I think Nick's most entertaining part's different than others, but I think it genuinely shows how much interest Nick showed in that show. But
I love that show, man.
Apology accepted, Nick, by the way. Just want to put that out.
I didn't apologize to you.
I know what you did. But
I didn't apologize to you.
I definitely heard the disrespect before, and it's okay. People wonder how you watch a straight anime. Well, just do it. See what happens. If you can honestly if you can watch anime and be like, no, I don't want to watch any more anime, it's on you. But I've watched anime and gone, I need more every time. I mean, every time. And there's more. There's always more. We're going to leave where it is. If you don't watch anime, that's on you. But I promise you this, you're missing out on something. We're all watching something.
I just get mad at the people who are like, I don't like anime.
They probably try it, but that's my
No, but here's the thing. That's like saying, I don't like comedy.
Some people don't.
Matter of fact, it's not even saying that. It's like, I don't like things on Netflix or something. It's like something real broad.
It is. It's a very
because anime, there's so many different genres of anime.
So much going on.
Like, if you don't like, let's say, you don't like niggas charging up, telling everybody their move before they do it. I understand that. Because
that's something for you though.
But like, if you like, there's some really good like dramas.
Slice of life, romance.
Man,
I mean, you name it, we got it. I promise you, anime got it.
Man,
some are better than others, but I think in my personal opinion, the best part about anime is really discovering shit on your own and finding out shit you don't like, do like all that. Like the path of discovery, if you will, for
absolutely.
An anime, watcher. I think for each person, it's its own different experience.
Absolutely.
I guess you can say that with normal TV, but I mean, I was just talking to my man the other day. There's so many reality TV shows, not sensing like reality TV, because that's dead, but like shows real people, where I don't even see how the fucking show ends. It either too many seasons, it takes too long hiatus, whatever. So many shows, it didn't interest me enough to finish it. The amount of anime where I'm like, I need an ending yesterday. Right. It's like that, but if you genuinely, I think I've learned some people just don't like animated stuff, which, what happened to your childhood? That's just my question. You just didn't like cartoons? Like, what happened?
Maybe they feel like they've grown out of it, which I'm like, anime has had some of the most mature storylines I've seen in any.
Period. It don't matter what genre, animation, whatever we were doing.
Like Psychopaths? Sheesh. Like, that's one of the, like as far as like a procedural like cop show, that's like, if I were to rank my procedural cop shows I fuck with, that's up there.
These cops, huh?
That's not a procedural cop show. I'm thinking like Law and Order and shit like that. Cops is like reality TV. No, it is. But yeah, no, like. I forgot people even used to watch Cops. That used to be like a real show. There's this other joint called Live PD. It kind of replaced Cops. I like it a lot better. Yeah.
Okay. They replaced Cops.
It literally is like.
Did they cancel Cops actually?
I don't know.
I think they did.
Did they?
You don't have to Google it.
It's like a money. I feel like Cops is a good money maker.
I thought they canceled
but
Cops.
now Live PD is lit though, because Live PD is like it has like a host and it will like be tracking cops live, showing them at different stops. Right. And so let's go to Officer Daniels in Cincinnati, and they'll show what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's interesting, more interesting than Cops, because Cops just edited shit, and they're showing like the worst people. Yeah, essentially. The hood niggas and the meth heads. You know what I'm saying?
Every episode, hey you, motherfucking terrorists, they always like to run up on a nigga, bro. I swear to God, they'll never have that shit prepared.
Bad boys.
Hey, man, they had to figure it out. They had that. They knew.
Hey, that shit was generating money, man. That shit.
We don't have to Google this, but I swear that show got canceled.
I don't think we can Google right now. I don't think Cops got canceled. I feel like that would have been like a big thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a cultural show.
Last time you saw yourself watching Cops?
Like last year. Damn, you're right. Dang, it ended during the pandemic. That's sad.
I think somebody like actually took some like effort in trying to get this show ended.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, honestly, after all those protests, I don't think Cops really like holds up really well.
Can they see what you're Googling? Do you have that thing set up this time or not?
I don't have it set up right now, but
don't press it. I was just curious.
It's not. It really isn't that hard to do. It's just,
they weren't missing anything. Per se.
You don't know that.
You on Wikipedia?
You on Wikipedia? You got Wikipedia, niggas.
Good job, Nick. Good job.
All right, y'all. So yeah, Cops.
It's been canceled.
Yeah, final air date was I think May.
I think it's in May 11th.
Yeah, May 11th, 2020. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Shit, man, that's
Hell
crazy.
of a run, though.
30 seasons.
Hell of a run.
God damn, yo, that's crazy. That's a lot. That's an incredible amount of.
32.
That's like The Simpsons.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Simpsons still going, but
1,000. I'm sorry, 1,103 episodes. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
the fact that somebody's probably seen a good amount of them is super crazy.
That one
The
nigga.
same show.
I bet that nigga's racist too.
Hey, I don't want to put no bets on that.
I do. He's like, all black people get arrested by. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there was a good amount of Spanish Hispanic people in that show.
I'd love to see that breakdown. Like the people that were.
I promise you, white is 2%, bro.
It's like once per episode, you know? Like,
I would say probably a couple times a season.
I'd love to see that pie chart. That pie chart would be
If
hilarious.
someone has it, like the breakdown of minorities getting arrested on
I'm
that
sure
show,
some
please
Black Lives Matter activist has that
share it
chart.
with the street so we can laugh. I mean, research.
I'm sure some Black Lives Matter person has that
Yeah,
shit.
it could be a possibility.
But
Shit,
man,
that's what you're watching?
pretty much. I haven't been watching Cops, but besides that, yeah. What you been watching this week, fool?
Well, besides soccer, it's international soccer season. Everyone's wondering. To anyone who doesn't know the difference between club soccer and international soccer you play for your country. It hits different. Believe it or not, it depends on what tournament it is, but it definitely hits different than club soccer. And it's cool to cheer for your nation unless you live in America because we don't do shit. But nonetheless,
What's your national team you root for?
Ghana.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
but if you're saying like, am I a fan of just other international teams? I want to see the Belgian national team win something because it's kind of like the golden generation. I fuck with a lot of their players.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin, Eden's little brother, Lukaku. I mean, the whole team. You feel me? Got a whole squad. But Tielemans, even though Tielemans did it so dirty in that FA Cup. Damn. All right, my top. But England got a good national team, fun to watch. There's some. I think dark horses in this. The Euro 2020 is happening, even though a lot of people think it should be Euro 2021, but nonetheless. Yeah, the Euro 2020 starts June 11th, June 9th, but yeah, big tournament. But yeah, besides soccer, you already know we still on the anime wave. Same shit, different day. I promise you, when I get off, Nick, it's gonna hit different. It really is. I'm like not gonna understand what I'm doing with my time, but it's almost there. I will say I had to add something to my list. And I'm very disappointed because I'm actually at the end of my list. But I had to add Diamond No Ace because my man Jay Tobin is so passionate about the show that he convinced me to watch it. It's not often people convince me of shit like that, but he's done it. So it goes. It's either gonna be Samurai Champloo then Diamond No Ace, but
Oh, you haven't watched Samurai Champloo?
still haven't. We're almost there though. We're definitely.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I've heard mixed things about it.
It's gonna happen. Don't get into it. It's definitely gonna
I
happen.
love
it's not
that.
for this year end.
I love that show. I'm interested to hear what you're gonna say about it.
Yeah, Samurai Champloo, Diamond No Ace, but that's on the 2 watch. What we've been watching, whew. We just finished the 2nd season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, and I'll say it's a little better than the 1st season. Because the 1st season really didn't have me like that, but I'm the type of dude who likes to finish it.
So when you say it's a little better, are we talking like the 1st season's like a 6 out of 10, this one's like a 7 out of 10 type shit, or is it a little better than that?
Honestly, this anime doesn't pass the 6 for me in either season. So.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'll avoid it.
It's the type of anime you can really just watch and like turn off your brain. The episodes go by quick, no cap. Like it's a very easy watch. Like you don't have to think too much. You're not trying to rewind too much. The Good Fight, crazy enough, it's got like the same kind of aspect for me of like, fuck, I'm already forgetting the name of this. Black Clover, where like I feel like sometimes if I find in Black Clover, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. But
Are you caught up with Black Clover?
I mean, where are we about to do a movie? Yeah.
Okay, I'm not caught up.
Oh well, leave it. Yeah, I mean it closes off pretty okay, but now that we're going into a movie, it's kind of like I want to see where the show goes from here. But I mean, Black Clover's getting his first movie if you didn't know. But yeah, sometimes in Black Clover they're not fighting. I don't know what they're doing. Same time at that time I got reincarnated as a slime. If they're not fighting, I'm like, this is wasting brain cells. But nonetheless, a good watch.
It really, I told you this on the phone. Like, it really does seem like that other show, the Spider Show.
Which I mean, a lot.
They literally seem like the
No,
same.
I
I know, because there are a lot of shows that do that. Even the fucking
it's the isekai genre, man. You can only do it so many ways. You can
But
only
like,
take so
but
many
something
into
like
the world.
ReZero and something like
There's different spins on it.
oh, what's that one show that everybody was talking about last year? Where it's like the dude who's like He's like an incel and he turns into a little boy.
Is that one?
Oh, that's gonna blow me. It was one of the most popular from last season, but I'll think about it later. But yeah, like Isekai has that, vibe. But all right, slime, spider, you know what I'm saying?
It's
It's like
all the same show.
this one
I mean,
seems like literally like the same show.
It's been done before. It'll be done again. But
And it's made by the same people who made the Berserk anime, which
know
is
that.
they've made strides as far as their animation goes.
I did not know that. But yeah, like I said, easy watch. Something I really recommend it. But besides that, just finished that. We have started the second season of Doctor Stone, and I mean, I'm real mixed about it. Like this show really, for what I like was expecting, it's really the manga was better type of thing going on. Cause this
Did you read the manga?
No, I'm just assuming at this point the show is not like that.
Well, that's the case sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It don't come out in anime form like everyone thought it did. But maybe I'm just not hitting. Maybe the end of the second season will hit different. I'm coming back.
Everybody hypes that second season.
I mean, I've heard nothing but great things, and I'm sitting here watching it like, that's it.
I couldn't get past the first episode. I couldn't do it.
Really?
But
I mean, I would, yeah. Try to finish it. If you really can't do it, don't do it.
it's on my list. It's on my list
I'm
of things to
gonna
watch.
finish it, and I'm gonna get back to you. That's how we treat it. But like I said, it really feels like I didn't read the manga, but it really feels like the manga was better.
Nah, I gotta ask you the real question.
Go ahead.
Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
Of course. It was a good watch, and I'm excited for the second season.
Man,
Better than I thought it was gonna be. Whole T.
My little sister told me you have to watch this now, and when somebody hypes an anime like that,
yeah, when they do that, it hurts their credibility if it don't hit them.
yeah, I was like, all right, you're hyping this up, because she said the main thing like, do you like Yu Yu Hakusho? I'm like,
Definitely,
yeah, and she's like, it has so many influences, and it wears them on it. Like my favorite scene in the whole show is in like the first couple episodes. When he first meets, the school, and he meets the principal, and the principal's like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do a lot of this other shit, and he's like, I can't do like a Rasengan, a Kamehameha. He starts naming shit. I'm like, oh man, I love this show.
No, the show pays respects and then some, and I think it genuinely just throws it in and shit, mixes the pot. I'm like, this is us.
All the characters are great.
What's Gojo? Is that his name?
Gojo's amazing.
Awesome shit. I love when they take an actor and just say like, "This is that nigga." Like,
Even Itadori is good. I love him. He's a great protagonist.
For sure.
I love.
It's really hard to actually hate a lot of these characters, in my opinion. They all have their own little
Panda.
thing. Like, right.
Panda's
the fact
amazing.
that Panda's got something else going on. Like, I was really like, what is special about this damn Panda?
That Panda's special.
Watch the show.
I'm honestly tempted to read the manga. Just read, because I love just I love the world of it.
You keep reading manga, you're gonna have less friends. Just saying.
It sucks that I can't talk to anybody about Attack on Titan.
You see what I'm saying? Like you either ruin people's opinions of yourself or you just stay by yourself with your
Well, my thing, I'm not one of those manga readers that's going to blast out. Like, I'll have a conversation with you. I'll have a conversation with you about what's in the anime. I'm not gonna spoil nothing.
Hey man, just
You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to be spoiled by Attack on Titan.
Line, you betray trust like no other.
It depends on my thing. It definitely depends on the anime.
It does. I'll give you that one.
I wouldn't deal with every anime. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, Attack on Titan, I didn't mind it because I found a colored version of that shit. So that shit was literally looking like the anime.
Man said, I'll take this.
I was playing the fucking Attack on Titan music while I was reading and shit. You know what I'm saying? Set the mood, cut a candle on. It's like,
your friend count just dropped like 5.
And it went up by like 6.
Maybe.
Different friends.
You're not going to meet none of those 6 friends. Just say, on the internet.
And I got a shout out. I might be mispronouncing how it's said. Mashley. Magic and Muscles. Doesn't have an anime yet. If you're an anime only person, just look out if you ever see this anime announced.
This man said this is it. This is what he's waiting for.
Man, if you like Harry Potter vibes, except the main character is not Harry. The main character is a nigga who doesn't have an ounce of magic in him. You might be thinking, like Black Clover?
Exactly.
No, not like Black Clover. This man is just so insanely strong that when they're having a magic broom flying contest and he has to fly and he doesn't know magic, he just literally throws his body and the broom up so high that he sets the world record for flying with the broom.
You wanted the spoiler up there?
That's like the first page. Like, so it's, yeah, you If you love
Kill that
magic in
baseball.
anime and you love, just a funny, good vibes type anime, but still has enough shonen like, influences in it, I highly recommend it. Comes out every week on the Shonen Jump app. Peep it.
Man, be paying for this manga. That's all deep it is.
It's not, you don't pay for it, it's free. You can the app you can just like click and watch, like there's free you can read like the first couple issues to see if you like it. So highly recommend it if you read manga, fuck with it. Let's
I
get
definitely cut off on what I was watching.
No, you just Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I felt it. Oh, that was a perfect time. But I don't even have like.
I will apologize. I don't like apologizing, but I will apologize for that.
What's wrong with you with apologizing?
I don't fuck with it. I'm Trump, nigga.
Alright, you're not weird at all. I started Odd Taxi. If anyone knows about Odd Taxi, y'all were right. That shit got something coming for it. I'm not big on furry anime. I feel like we had this discussion. I'm just not crazy about it. Like you turn animals into people, it can go left real quick. But not crazy about furry anime. But this shit definitely is different. I mean, it's really just dialogue, and then like there's a plot here, but the show is just dialogue. But the way they communicate, you would have thought this is like some 1990s sitcom or something. I don't know. It truly great character interaction. I like what they're building with the world. Only 2 episodes in, and I'm definitely planning on finishing it. But that's part of the new season. I wasn't even really planning on watching it. I think someone said something. I was like, fuck, why not? No, and I'm planning on watching an anime called 86. It's a mech anime. I'm a big mech anime person, so I like to try to give mech anime a chance when I can. But I am not expecting much because, well, I don't like to go anything with high expectations. Yes, I get disappointed. But that is it for what I'm watching, Nick. Just wanted to cut you off while I had a chance.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'm gonna add one more thing to my what you're watching.
Go ahead.
It's an anime movie that I saw. Because anime movies do exist.
They do.
And they tend to be pretty solid if you find the right one.
Hit or miss for me.
There is a studio by the name of Trigger. Trigger is responsible for some of the craziest animes. I wouldn't say best. Craziest.
Again, hit or miss, actually.
Yeah. Because, I tried Darling in the France.
I didn't even try it. I've heard too much.
I tried. It was
another look, bro.
I wasn't fucking with it. I tried for 15 episodes, just wasn't fucking with it.
You gave it a try. I'll give you that one. What's the other one?
Kill la Kill. And Kill la Kill is, I like that. Like, I didn't like it before. I tried it again.
I generally had like, yo, just finish it. Just see how.
You did. No, you did. Because I tried like the first like 5 episodes. And when I was like still at Hampton, I was like, I do not.
I can definitely understand if you don't convince yourself to finish this one of those animes.
And I was watching it with a female, so that show is just like kind of awkward.
Yeah, it definitely leads into the pedophile.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good vibe. But watching that shit by myself in my house. Getting through like the first 5 episodes when the story really opens up.
I'm gonna be so genuine. The story don't even really start until episode like 10. If anyone wants to kill on like episode like 7, when is the story gonna happen? Give it time. It really, but I'll tell you, it's gonna be a great ending.
It is.
Promise you that.
It is.
Great ending.
And what's the girl's name? Is it Machi? Her friend.
The comedic.
She is hilarious. She is one of my favorite comedic characters in the anime ever.
We gotta find her name because she deserves that.
Yeah, she does. She's hilarious, bro. When she goes on her rants, bro. Like, there's a lot of anime that do that. Yo, she goes in. I swear, she went in because they were saying like her best friend's boobs were small or something. She went in.
She was like, "Nah, that's not how we finna do my mans."
I was like, I needed somebody to defend me.
A friend like this, bro.
I need a friend that's gonna defend me. What's her name? Mako.
There it is, Mako.
But they would say her last name mostly.
Yeah, but we know what she is.
Yeah.
She had a little brother too.
I thought that was her little sister for a long time. No, it's her little brother.
It's a little brother.
Because they showed her shirtless. And I was like, okay, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, I remember it's a little brother. But yeah, the whole family was lit as hell. But yeah, Mako was good.
The mom was a little weak, but
Nah, the family was funny as shit.
She
wasn't as funny as the rest, so it didn't help.
The father was hilarious. The father was hilarious. No, the funniest episodes when they became rich. No, that's because that's like episode 5. That's when the show started for me.
Really? Right.
Like when they showed that episode when the family got, I was like, oh, they're just gonna get rich,
It just happened, and they lost the shit.
and they just become corporate as hell. That was hilarious.
We're gonna start spoiling shit. We get too far. But yeah,
I know,
Taco's the goat.
and that wasn't even my point. I was trying to talk about Trigger in general, but yeah, nah, like
You did this.
you should no. Everybody should definitely watch Kill la
And,
Kill,
BNA too.
which I love. So BNA, great. Kill la Kill, great.
Great's a strong word, but
Kill la Kill, great. Not
for BNA.
you a hater.
I didn't hate it. I was just, I'm not the vibes you were giving off. It really heightened my.
It low key made me like Kill la Kill because I'm like, because it made me understand their aesthetic.
Got you.
It was a great intro. I thought, and I know it's not their first anime, of course, but it made me understand like what they, what they're
I
about.
would have genuinely liked it if you didn't say anything, if that makes sense. Like if I would have just found out my own and just went into it, I think I genuinely would have been like, all right, it's not too bad.
Feel you. Like, you went in with expectations.
Yeah, with
I feel
expectations. Oh, SSS Gridman. What a
you know what? That's interesting. I came in with no expectations for it,
I feel like
and I loved
it. It's
it.
a little different.
Yeah. So BNA for me, great. For you, like what? Decent, good.
It's
Decent, good.
Anime. I didn't like how it ended, but for the most part, you will be able to watch the anime and enjoy the story.
Yeah, and then but Little Witch Academia, I hated that shit.
Really?
Didn't like that. No.
I never started.
Nope. It was on Netflix.
SSS Gridman. Oh my gosh, I want my time back.
But why I brought up Trigger is because they made, to me, their best shit.
Mm-hmm.
Premiere is fucking incredible. It's on HBO Max if you fuck with HBO Max. Basically,
that's the base. I don't know the actual contents of the movie.
No, that's fair. It's a movie about oppression and rebellion.
All right.
And because of that, I fucking love it. It's just an amazing. It's the best looking movie I've ever seen.
I feel like the Studio Trigger's issue really isn't with the animation most of the time for me.
It's never
the
animation.
I can watch Studio Trigger anime all the time. I think where they lose people is how they always try to end their shows. I feel like they always try to go with the most jump. I mean, sometimes it's not their fault. It's just how the story's written.
And see, that's what Premiere cures.
It actually
because it's a movie, so there's not as much to wrap up.
That's real. I feel like Studio Trigger has the history of trying to like mind fuck you with their endings. It's very hit or miss.
That's true. In this movie they mind fuck you with the animation because there's some shit going on. There's some scenes in here that you're like, yo, this. It just, when something just looks expensive, like the animation. I don't know how much this movie cost to make. Didn't say
the standards of how they. I mean, I don't.
It looks like the most expensive anime movie I've ever seen. Like it looks incredible, and I'm looking forward to them doing more stuff like this, where the story is synthesized. It's not like
money off of it.
Huh?
They make good money off of it.
Oh yeah, it's a really good movie.
No, I was just saying it probably just seeing how I'm not gonna get into depths of anime finance and all that, but just seeing how Studio Trigger goes about their business, they don't feel like they don't rush their anime like that. So I feel like if they genuinely did take the time and did this how they do their series, it probably wasn't too much more than making other stuff. But you got to see the animation to see what they're excited about. So
yeah, if you have HBO Max, it's on there.
I'll see if you got the streets. It's on there.
I don't recommend. We won't be at your court case if you're.
Nick, I promise you, won't be the littest court case of the whole fucking time.
Yeah, they gonna get you, bro. They jotting down everything. They jotting down everything. So you watched.
That's a long fucking list. I'm gonna just start right there. That nigga's been religious to the streets since I was a young bro.
They're gonna have the big ass like
It's gonna be a book.
They have the big ass thing just lay it on the table.
Since my parents told me no, we're not buying that, I said, well, I gotta go to the streets.
They're gonna calculate all the box office totals for everything you've watched.
It's a lot of TV shows.
Oh
Let
man,
me stop. The feds is watching definitely.
The feds are definitely watching, man.
All right, was that it for what we're watching?
I think so, and I think the only thing we kind of got to do to wrap things up, just
wrapping up with
what we listening to. And I'm gonna keep it short.
Go ahead.
There's two things I've been listening to for the most part.
Did they drop this weekend?
One did.
All right, go ahead.
The other thing is something that I've just been collecting over the past 2 months.
Word.
I have made an anime playlist on my Spotify, and I have religiously been listening to a lot of anime music.
Like intros and outros?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, man.
That is hilarious. You're going to have to drop this playlist. Someone's going to want to hear it.
It's on Spotify. I might make it public.
That is
I
hilarious.
love it.
So
I have like
just
70.
straight
I have like
in-
70 songs on
Just
there.
intros
Man.
and outros. I'm actually curious to see what made the list. Because I'm real with you.
I'll show you after this. I'll show you after
Some
this.
anime intros and outros just hit, bro. I can listen to them whenever, bro. You
What-
no matter what.
What sucks is my favorite one of all time isn't on Spotify, which is the Yu Hakusho Smile Bomb song.
That's actually funny. But, all right.
Like that's the only one that's not on there, but everything else like because there's a lot of good intros. There's some bad ones, of course.
Look, we don't talk about those. We just skip them.
And my thing is, you honestly like a lot of the quality shows make sure they get that intro and outro right.
I think it's because I've had some average anime have some great intros. I mean,
Well, yeah, I'm saying yeah, I've seen that.
genuinely
Yeah,
great
yeah.
intros, so-
I'm saying the genuinely great animes usually have at minimum a pretty good opening.
I see what you're saying. Like they got something that makes you not want to skip their intro.
Like I wouldn't say Attack on Titan has like the best intro,
I'm actually a big fan
but
of Attack on Titan
every
intros.
one of them hits in its own way. You know?
For me, at least, if you got an intro that actually makes me want to listen to it and stuff, because I'll skip your intro like it's nothing. I don't give a fuck. You
absolutely.
feel me? If you got an intro that makes me not want to skip your shit, you got something. So
Jujutsu Kaisen has
good
a
intro. Definitely good intro.
they have two, and both of them are amazing to
You know what I
me.
mean? I
So
feel like I skipped the second one a little more than the first one, but
I like how the first one starts because it's like some rock shit,
yeah,
and the way it's animated. The song I don't like the song as much as I like the animation with the song because it shows them like walking in as the song's built. I'm like, all right, this is tough.
you like the song or you like the animation? Dick?
Both.
All right,
And then we was like,
we talking about
when
songs at this point.
when the rock star starts screaming, Panda's just on the thing, just like being his chest.
I think you like how it's synced up with the animation.
No, absolutely. No, it's not the best song. The first intro for that series is better. But the animation for that second one hits.
That's what we're listening to, Nick.
Also, what I've been listening to that came out this weekend is Little Durk.
And
Lil Baby.
I didn't hear play.
You didn't?
Nah, not at all.
It has some solid songs.
Really?
Like I would say it gets an F because just from the standpoint of I'm saying if an F is 50%, right? If an F is 50%, right?
No,
I like half the songs.
I get what you're saying, but it started so well, and then we got into an F. It's like, yo,
I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair. Look, I'm sure there are plenty of teachers who are like, this kid was on to something with some of these questions. But he definitely gets an F. That's what I feel about this album, man. Because
fucking hell, bro.
you can't make 18 songs and I only fuck with like 9 of them. And I call it a good album.
I definitely respect that opinion, but that's just.
And the songs that I like aren't like world beaters. You know what I'm
Alright,
saying?
alright.
They're solid songs,
Alright.
but they all blend together.
But we know why they drop 18 tracks. You're not gonna fuck with all 18, but they got 18 tracks ready to send. They gonna as long as you hit play, they're happy. But
All I'll say is, fuck with the Rod Wave song. That joint's
Really?
super tough. And fuck with I'd say the first 3 songs. Those 3 songs are really
I'll
good.
say this: I don't think I was planning on listening to it. If it got played, it's probably because I had free time and I was just feeling like playing it. But I definitely would give it a listen now that you brought it up.
You're not missing much, but it's not bad.
I'll tell you this: I've heard no new music this weekend, so I kind of feel like I do gotta listen to something.
Music has been slacking, I feel like.
I think the weekend before last. When did J. Cole drop?
That was 2 weekends ago.
That was a good weekend for music. I mean, a really good weekend for music.
What else dropped that week?
Now we gotta get the listens, bro.
How'd you like the J. Cole shit?
Pretty good. Not best work, still good.
That's fair.
This is J. Cole. I mean, it's better than most of y'all niggas shit for me.
I mean, rap-wise, yeah, he raps better than most niggas.
Like, it's
So, yeah,
that
nah.
simple, but I'm not finna go compare this to the rest. It's got to play somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It's not top. I'll definitely tell you that.
Of J. Cole albums?
Yeah.
It's probably like better than KOD,
Agreed.
better than For Your Eyes Only, and
Agreed.
and better than Cold World. Better than Cold World.
We're on the
I tried listening to Cold World like a couple days ago, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not holding up."
All right.
But yeah, not Born Center, not 2014
All right, bet. So that same weekend we had the Nicki Minaj joint drop. which-
album.
Nah, she redropped a mixtape.
I didn't listen to
Beat
that.
Me Up, Scotty. You didn't listen to that? It had-
Oh, you mean she redropped it, like just
Yeah,
re-uploaded
but
it?
it had like 5 new songs on it.
I didn't later.
And it had no, you should listen to those 5 new songs. It's kind of like old Nicki, but like she's coming back.
Oh, so are they like new songs that they're older songs that weren't released type shit?
Nah, they're like the Lil Wayne and Drake one might be an old one that just.
Oh, I heard that.
But the Fractions joint is new, and I fuck with that shit so heavy. Like I play that shit anywhere, anytime. It really gives me old Nicki vibes, and I love the song. Cool. So Nicki dropped, Nudie dropped.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, tape was not.
I like
it.
No. It's not as good as last year. Was his year?
Oh, for sure.
Last year was your year. But yeah, this album was okay.
But Nudie dropped. A couple other people dropped. But it was a great weekend for music. Definitely. I feel like Georgia Smith dropped.
Something else dropped besides that though.
No, there's definitely a couple other things. Georgia Smith dropped though. I'm a big Georgia Smith fan.
I look, you forgot about her.
To be honest, the tape wasn't that good, but she had the song "Digging," loved it.
It was a tape. She dropped a tape.
She dropped the project. I'll be right back. I believe it's what it's called.
I felt like she waited too long to drop something else.
Momentum is a bitch. But
Momentum is a bitch, and she was riding a high after More Life.
I do believe that. No, she definitely was. You're on that. She's the type person like where her UK fan base, and she also got like I don't want to call it like a reggae fan base, but she's a very international artist, if you will.
Yeah, so she's a very good artist. Like, I like her.
So I generally think in her camp, there's no rush. She knows she's gonna get plays. But you're right. The momentum she had off More Life, I didn't think she took advantage of that.
And I thought her album that came out was solid.
No, definitely.
Not great, solid.
I thought it was something to build off of for sure. But
absolutely.
I don't think she did that with this next project, but we'll see.
No.
There's still time, right? In a young career. But yeah, you're definitely on this. I think someone else has dropped, but I don't got time to be looking through all the history. But it was a great Friday for music. But you're definitely kind of hitting on something where it hasn't been too crazy. It's been here and there.
I think also it's because people haven't been able to tour like that.
That's real.
And it's like I've been looking for shows in Maryland, and it's like, you know.
I think that's coming. With
like it's like Bone Thugs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, they drop the tape.
Somebody will. Somebody will. Not me, but somebody will. But
you going to the concert though?
I am waiting for artists to start touring.
I think this summer we gonna get blessed.
I'm thinking about going to Georgia.
I'm
thinking about going to Georgia because artists are touring there.
Okay, that's what I thought. Not with the tour. I want with music, Nick.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. I'm saying that I'm wanting to go to shows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like probably gonna go to Georgia to do that. But yeah, I think once everything starts for real opening.
I'd say once New York starts opening up for real, like they've already started, but once they really like,
it's really Cali. It's really Cali.
Anything else is holding us back? All right,
Cali is the biggest like media anything.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, and it's there's so many different spots in Cali.
I'm just thinking timeline because New York
second though.
New York was kind of like ground zero in terms of COVID, so I think once they kind of like, all right, we're good, bro. Just call it what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right about that. I think that I think we're both right. I think Cali and New York are the hubs. Once those two are good to go, all the artists are going to just open up,
I don't even think the New York thing has anything to music. It's just a timeline thing.
No, because New York is like, because Brooklyn's big, you know what I'm saying? Manhattan's big. Like, a lot, artists tour in all those places. They all have stadiums, So, yeah, I think once we get this completely behind us, we're going to get some more music. Drake's been supposed to drop.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but it's whatever. It's not like...
When to tour?
You might be on to something.
Niggas looked at what happened to the weekend and was like, damn, we can't, like...
I mean, that man did every award show he could do. He was going to get his money.
I mean, shit.
He did every award show he could do.
I mean, shit, he did, though. He got money for that, but I think that all the other artists, like, I'm not nearly as big as The Weeknd. Yeah. And that nigga barely got through that. He spent his own
money damn near trying to do this shit.
Like, I ain't about to, like, who the fuck am I?
Niggas was like, I'm trying to make money, not spend money.
Right.
But, damn. That's it for what you been listening to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, is that it?
For the podcast or what I've been listening to?
I think that's it for the podcast.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not listening to anything.
Didn't you say what you were listening to?
Nope.
Shit, I'm bad, bro.
You are terrible, honestly.
I'm horrible, man. Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
Hey, look.
I've been told that before. I'll be told it again. I'm a selfish person. I said my piece, and we done. It's over. So no, bro. Go ahead.
Nick, just know I forgive you for this. It only happened twice in this podcast. I forgive you for this.
We fresh out of it, man. Season 2, y'all.
I'll tell you right now, season 2 will be lit. We getting guests.
Hell yeah, we getting guests.
We getting guests. Like,
we're getting Ian back, bruh. We're getting Ian back, bruh.
If you listen to this, we're bringing you back, bruh.
We're bringing you back, bruh. Round two. No, we got you, bruh.
Anyone who doesn't want Ian back, fuck you. Ian's coming back. Just say that right now.
Yo, and if you want to be on the podcast and you know us, hit our lines. You already know. It's easy.
It's really not that hard.
Even if you don't even want to be here, like in our recording studio,
he'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Hit us up. We'll
That's
get
right.
you on.
All right.
We'll absolutely get you on. What you been listening to,
What I've been listening to? All right. funny because I already mentioned I haven't listened to any new music this weekend, but I have been.
See, that's what threw me off because you said that, and I was like, okay, I guess we're
listening to some shit. All right. So here's the story. So I feel like I've even, we had this conversation. Slow and reverb music, right? Mm-hmm. It's a thing. It's on YouTube. If you haven't found it, you should probably look it up. During quarantine, because then motherfuckers was I was on YouTube a lot during quarantine. Why not? It was YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Found a lot of. I think that's where I really fell in love with slow and reverb music. Big fan. So I don't know where something in my mind was like I need a slow and reverb mix playlist, if you will, because I'm tired of going to YouTube and one by one and shit. I want my favorite slow and reverb songs. So for some reason this past Friday, momentum was hitting me. I was feeling a little creative. I started making slow and reverb music mixes, if you will, and playlists, stuff, whatever you want to call it. And so far so good. I've sent this to some people, got some good reviews. Working on some still. I think I got 4 made, but genuinely. I'm having a little bit of fun trying to make mixes that I don't even know I'm gonna put out or do anything with.
Did you put company?
Oh, it's in the first one.
All right. I was like, yeah, that's one of my goats. Look, man, that's one of my goats of them all. When we played that was one of our first episodes. When we played that shit, it was right after our first episode.
There you go.
I remember I was like, this is a magical experience.
Bruh, it genuinely sounds better slow than the original.
I like the original company too.
Yeah,
but
it's a good song. But slow, that's how it should have came out, just saying. But yeah, we'll give you a list. I'll send you a link. You might like it. Each are an hour, you feel me? So I'm trying to work on that timeline, try to keep it there like how we're supposed to keep this podcast. But 10 minutes won't hurt nobody. But that's pretty much it. I've been working on this slow. Oh, I listened to Money Man. A friend told me to listen to Money Man. I've never listened to Money Man.
Money Man's dope, bruh.
Apparently he is. I listened to
Money Man's dope, bruh.
I was like, yo, why have I never heard this man before?
To me, he's like a budget Future, but that's okay. That's completely fine because Future is on such high a pedestal. That's
I was really trying to paint him in a positive light, and then you said that. But that's not a negative.
He sounds like Future.
You're not wrong about that. He's got his own look. I think he's got.
How do you like him but not like Future? That's kind of.
I don't think they sound the same %, and I can actually understand what he's saying half the time. So.
All right, here's the Future slander. All right.
Look, I feel like Future has a really good job of being
you say I understand what he's saying sometimes. That means you don't understand Future at all.
Nah, you let me finish my statement. I said Future has a good job of getting real melodic on the beat, and sometimes forgetting what English is while he's getting on the beat. But that's okay. That's okay. Cool Focal Future. You feel me? I'm just not one of them. But nah, I think this guy's got a little more pronunciation going on for him. Gotcha. And I like kind of where the beats are in the same realm. So it's not like I don't like Future's production. I've never said that once in my life. So.
No one's accused you of it.
But nonetheless, I just discovered Money Man. So shout out to fans. She know who he is. But that's it. That's what I've been listening to.
Have you heard Zaman?
In a song or just period? I know who he is. I've never heard his music.
Oh man, you gotta listen to Zaman.
Apparently, gotta listen to Zaman.
Yeah, man. There's no artist like Zaman, for better or for worse. I'll put it like that.
What a recommendation!
I'll put it like that. I love it, and he's DMV, so I gotta represent. You know what I'm saying?
I respect you for doing that.
But man, fuck with Zaman.
This mic, bro. Come on, let's get this.
Man, that's why I was trying to end it. You don't think I'm tired of holding this fucking mic? You don't think I'm tired, nigga?
Tell us how you really feel, Mike. Nick.
Mike?
Tell us how you really feel.
Some random nigga about to come out of space. You know what I'm saying?
Look, drop the spaceship, bro.
All right, yo, we about to land this shit, yo.
The Rando Question. That is news. That is something. A Rando.
Nigga, we gon' it's season. Nigga, it's season 2, bruh.
I get the different thing. Someone's got to respond to this so it actually goes somewhere. Please and thank you, because I can't have this question not being answered. It can't just be me.
Bro, we got to get an astronaut. We got to get Neil Armstrong on this bitch. Is he still alive? Yo, this has been the Rando Convo podcast, yo. Season 2, bruh. Next week, we coming at you with the soundboard, bruh, because we wanted to use the soundboard. I've been dying not being able to use it, bruh.
Nigga, you've been dying. I've been slandered for using that damn soundboard.
Hey, man, I miss it now, bruh.
Dropping the mic. Fuck this.
Hey, man. Yo, all y'all have a good ass week.